Hey everyone, welcome back to another Call of Duty Mobile video. Today we'll be using 5 assault rifles that were buffed in Season 6 of Call of Duty Mobile. So today we'll rock the KN44, the HBRa3, the AS VAL, the Kilo 141, and the Vargo-S. So this is the build we're going to use for the KN44, and because according to the patch notes, the KN44 received an increase in the lower arm damage multiplier, as well as a buff in one of its attachments, which is the MIP strike stock, which they gave an increase on horizontal recoil control. So we're gonna make sure that we have the MIP strike stock attached. Okay, let's see how this goes. Okay, let's go.
Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint contested.
Oh, no way.
Enemy shock RC is coming. UAV recon standing by. Repeat. Hardpoint locked down. UAV recon ready for deployment. Friendly shock RC is ready. Heads up. Enemy UAV spotted. Friendly shock RC is coming. Hardpoint contested.
No way.
Heads up. Enemy rafts deployed. Hardpoint is ours. Capture the objective. UAV recon standing by. Repeat. UAV recon is standing by. Friendly shock RC is ready. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested.
Oh my goodness. No, we lost. Can't believe we lost. No, my, it's horrible. Okay, the KN44 is pretty good. There's something about its horizontal recoil that is slightly difficult to control, but overall it does kill pretty quickly. The buff helped quite a bit, but not too much to the point that the gun is beaming or stable. You still need a little bit of control to be able to use the weapon. So yeah, that's the KN44. So this is the build we're going to use for the HBRa3. The gun was buffed with its ADS bullet spread, wherein it was reduced, and then the head damage multiplier and chest damage multiplier were both increased. So we shall try it in game and see how the weapon fares.
We've taken.
What? He didn't die? How did that happen?
Contested. We lost the lead. Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested.
Oh my.
Lost. Hardpoint contested. UAV online. UAV recon ready for deployment. Capture the objective. Be advised. Hostile care package inbound. Heads up. Enemy's lightning strike incoming. Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint contested. Hostiles have the hardpoint. Capture the hardpoint is ours. Hostiles have the hardpoint. Friendly shock RC is ready. UAV online. Enemy down!
Cover me.
Capture the objective. Be advised, hostile hunter-killer.
Oh my, we lost. That's horrible. Oh my gosh, my teammates, man. The HBR is harder to use than the KN-44 precisely because of its bullet spread, and as well as its horizontal recoil. So there is a slight horizontal recoil when it plus bullet spread variation that makes it slightly more difficult to use than the KN-44. But overall, though, it's pretty fun to use. The gun is really fun to use. So yeah, I think the buff really did help the gun quite a bit to make it more usable in lobbies. So the AS VAL got a basic range increase. So in its base weapon without attachments, the range was increased quite a bit. And they also buffed the Piranha foregrip, wherein they added a buff on the horizontal recoil control. But the problem is, I don't really use the Piranha foregrip. It just makes control worse. Yes, the accuracy gets increased, but then control becomes slightly worse, so I'm not really a fan of using this attachment. Okay, we shall try this.
Hardpoint locked down. Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hardpoint is ours.
No way.
Hostiles. Hardpoint contested. Hostiles have the hardpoint.
Oh, shoot.
In the lead. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint identified. Capture the objective. Be advised, hostile hunter-killer drone inbound.
Target down.
Enemy UAV spotted. UAV online. Hardpoint contested. Heads up team. Enemy UAV spotted. Hostiles
What?
captured the hardpoint.
Oh, we actually won. What the heck? Okay, I didn't finish with my ASVAL, but it's because I needed my loadout. That helped
Nice work.
with the sentry guns and the stealth choppers. Wow, we actually won that. What the heck? We were so bad too. Okay, so I did use the ASVAL primarily in that match, but I just had to switch out. So the Kilo 141 got a buff in its lower arm damage multiplier, which was increased, and also the YKM integral suppressor light, wherein they added the buff on basic movement speed and ADS movement speed. I don't know if it's worth it though, because the hit on accuracy and range as well as control is quite large or significant. Okay, this is the build we're going to use and see how it goes. Oh my.
Enemy down.
Hardpoint locked down.
Oh no, there's so many of them.
Hardpoint. Heads up. Enemy UAV spotted.
Oh my gosh, really?
Careful. Friendly deployed chopper gunner. Be advised, hostile care package inbound. Hardpoint is ours.
Enemy contact. Reloading.
UAV online. Capture the
Cover
objective.
me.
Friendly care package inbound.
Oh my.
UAV spotted. Hardpoint locked down. Hostiles have the hardpoint.
Okay, we won. Let's go. 26 kills, 38 seconds on point. Okay, so the Kilo 141 is pretty good. It's probably, if I rank it, it's probably third after the KN44 and the HBRa3. So in terms of handling, it's pretty decent, but then there is a struggle when it comes to bullet spread accuracy. The bullets don't hit as consistently as you want it to. But overall, the gun is pretty fun to use as well. So right now, like, the rankings would be HBRa3 on top, followed by the KN44, and then the Kilo 141, then the AS VAL. Okay, so we will try the Vargo-S this time and see if it's going to fare well with when it comes to legendary ranked. Okay, so we shall use this Vargo-S build. So Vargo-S had a basic sprint movement speed increase, so that is the buff that it received, as well as some of its attachments were buffed. Right now, the ones that were buffed that we're actually using is the stock, the ammunition, and the underbarrel. So with the stock, they added a buff on ADS movement speed. For the ammunition that we're using right now, which is the 7.62 x54 MMR 60 round drums, there is a reduction of the debuff range. And for the underbarrel, which is the M1930 Madsen, there was an increase in horizontal recoil control. So we are going to use this build and see how decent, hopefully, the Vargo-S turned out to be. Let's see how it goes in a ranked lobby.
Target down.
Hardpoint lost.
Need backup. Changing mag. Cover me.
Hardpoint is ours.
Changing mag.
Hardpoint locked down.
Changing mag.
Hostiles have captured the hardpoint. Hardpoint contested.
Enemy
Hardpoint
down.
contested.
Reloading.
Hardpoint contested.
Target down.
Hardpoint contested.
Reloading.
Hardpoint contested.
Enemy down.
We've taken the lead. Friendly Shock RC is ready. Enemy UAV spotted. Enemy Shock RC is coming.
Enemy down.
Hardpoint contested.
Oh, I hate this Shocker C.
Headshot.
Friendly stealth chopper inbound. Hardpoint locked down. Enemy UAV spotted.
Target down.
We've taken the lead. Our stealth chopper has been destroyed. Stealth chopper inbound. Hardpoint contested.
Enemy
UAV recon ready for deployment. Friendly Shock RC is ready. Hardpoint
Oh,
contested.
no way. Wow, the bullet spread of this is so difficult to control all of a sudden.
UAV spotted. Hardpoint lost. Hardpoint is ours. UAV online. Friendly Shock RC is coming. Destroyed enemy's UAV.
Enemy contact. Tango
Heads
down.
up, team. Enemy UAV spotted. Hostile hunter killer drone inbound.
What? Killer drone, that's so annoying.
Hardpoint lost.
Enemy
I
down.
was already there, bro.
Hardpoint locked down.
Changing.
Hardpoint contested.
What? Wow, we lost. That's so annoying. It's so unfortunate. The Vargo-S is probably at the bottom of the pack. It's lower than the AS VAL. Bro. Okay, so the Vargo-S is quite challenging to use because of its, again, like the bullet spread accuracy is difficult to control, as well as the recoil. So there is a slight horizontal recoil when it comes to this weapon, but it's mostly the bullet spread. The bullet spread is very much difficult to control compared to the other weapons that we have had used. So right now, in terms of ranking, I'd say that up top among these 5 weapons that were buffed, I'd say the HBRa3 is the best among the 5, followed by the KN44, very closely followed by the KN44. Then we have the Kilo 141, then the AS VAL, and last place would be the Vargo-S. So overall, this ranking is based on whether or not the bullets were hitting as consistently as we want them to, but it just goes to show that when it comes to bullet spread, the one with the most control is really the HBRa3, so we do have more consistency when it comes to that gun, especially when it comes to long range encounters. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this video helped give light to the buff weapons this season and its practical application in lobbies. I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your day, rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!